Yeah.
They record.
Yeah, that's you see? Bring it over here. Yeah, we live. What's going on, y'all? It's Hard to Start podcast, man.
What you rolling up, JD?
You know, I'm rolling up some of that exclusive, man. I'm on some of that exclusive Ellis Green, man. 100%, bruh. Oh, my mama, man.
You know I got some of that in my lungs, man.
Oh, my mama, man.
Family strain, family brand.
100%, bruh. What you got going on this weekend, man?
Man, packaging this product we got. Moving this week, man. It's a busy week. And then we got the live AOB draft.
The motherfucking draft season is upon us, y'all. You know what I mean? You know, we got a little late start to our rankings, but we finna kick off our top 12 quarterbacks. You know, hopefully it ain't too we didn't catch y'all before y'all, you know, did y'all drafts or whatnot. But yeah, we finna kick off these motherfucking top 12 quarterbacks, man. And like Cuzzo said, man, we got our motherfucking the big dog draft, man. The ALB live draft weekend coming up this week. I leave Friday, bruh, and I can't wait, bruh. Oh my mama, I got to redeem myself for last year. If y'all go check out the live draft footage, you know I fucked up a few times. Me and Brody Cortez, man, we must have drunk a fifth of damn, what I forgot what bottle it was, but me and him shared a bottle because we fucked up the most during the draft, and it's not gonna happen this year, bruh.
Is that what happened?
I've been on my homework this year, bruh, for real, dog. No lie.
Hey, we smoking that night right now, JD. This is gonna be your first time trying that shit up.
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah, man, I stay ready, man. Shout out to the Pay to Full League, man. All my dogs in Houston League over there, man. We just had our live draft this weekend, man. It was big finally. Ellis Green in the building. We was getting big high, doing what we do, you know. But we are gonna give y'all some gems today.
How many years you been in that league, big dog?
This our seventh year.
You got a ring in that league?
I got a ring in there.
Let them know,
and
man. Give
I
them
lost.
some context.
I lost in the ship last year, though. That's.
So you was going to defend your ring, or it was a little break in between you?
Nah, it was a break. I won the ship, then I actually finished in last the next year.
So from champ to champ.
From champ to champ.
But you got that ring though.
I got that.
How many years you been in that league?
This is the 7th year.
Oh, that's big.
7th year.
Yeah, see, you know.
Mike, check. Am I supposed to be hearing it from here sometimes?
No, you really don't want to hear it because I don't want it to come through the mic.
So where I put it in, we mic check it,
y'all. You
can
just turn it down on the iPad.
Like this?
Yeah, because that other shit will turn it down on the other shit.
Got you. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, matter of fact, turn the music off, man. Let's get this shit cracking, man.
Do it, bro. You know, that's little Brody right there, young Benny Franco right there, you know. He is on our intro when we do the YouTube joint, but you know we broadcasting live and direct, man, streaming live, man.
Look, man, let's get to it. Hard to Start Fantasy Football Podcast. Hard to Start Kev here, aka Ellis Green's Kev, aka your favorite. Guccini JD in the building. What's happening?
AKA Hard to Start JD, man. You know, like I said, I'm glad to be back, glad to be here. You know, it's draft season, man, you know. The camaraderie, the brotherhood, the whole bullshit that come with this these home leagues. This is the season for the home leagues right now, man, and I can't fucking wait, man. Let's get into it, man.
'Tis the season, man. If y'all been paying attention, you know we knocked out the wide receivers, we knocked out the tight ends, we knocked out the running backs. And now we here, man. We at that them top 12 QBs, man. If you like to wait for a QB, this is the show to get you. You know what I'm saying? Get you right. But before we do that, y'all go ahead and follow us on IG, Hard to Start Podcast on IG. Go over to YouTube, like, subscribe, share. Go check out some of our past work. And shit, let's get into it, man. Let's jump straight into it, right? QB number 12. We got it on the screen for y'all.
Starting backwards.
I got Jameis Winston. And you got Trey Lance. Now, let's talk about yours first, because I'm a little surprised you got Trey Lance back there being a 49er fan.
Yeah, it's just, you know, a lot of expectations on him, people pushing him up, you know, based on him being in the offense that he's in, the rushing ability that he brings to the table. But for his first year to be the full-time starter, and for him to think, or for people to expect for him to have, to me, I would say that the threshold of the type of quarterback he is would be what Jalen Hurts did last year. 3,100 yards, 800 yards on the ground, 16 TDs, 10 TDs on the 10 rushing TDs, and so that's about 3,800, almost a 4,000 yard combined season. And that's asking a lot. I'm saying that he can't do it, but for me to draft him as maybe a top 7 quarterback and pay the price, I don't think I want to do that just based on the quarterbacks that I have outside of my top 12. But I definitely think I got him at 12, but I definitely think he can break into, the 7, 8, maybe even the 9 spot for sure. Finishing as a top 5 quarterback is not going to happen this year. It's not. The game is going to get real for him. But Shanahan will get him in positions to succeed. But it's a learning curve for sure.
So I will make a comment on that while you hit that. Is that night right there?
Yeah,
you about to hit for the first
right.
time? Yeah, I want to know about that first pull, one of the first 2 pulls when you take it. But I'm gonna say this about Trey Lance. So I got him higher than 12, and I'll save a little bit for what I got to save when it's time. But I will say this: with the rushing ability, with the way Shanahan is going to put him in a position to succeed like he's put Jimmy in a position to succeed, with the weapons we got, Ayuk a year more mature, Kittle coming back, rookie receivers everywhere, next man up, obviously Debo back. I mean, I think the sky is the limit, and I also think that last year Jalen Hurts was the number 6 QB.
Yeah,
with not that many passing yards,
right.
averaging about 60 on the ground rushing. I think that could be Trey Lance very easily. So, we'll talk about where I got him, but I think 12 is definitely not high enough.
Yeah, no, I ain't mad at that. And like I said, I'm glad you brought up the Jalen Hurts thing, and that's what I'm saying. That's my threshold for him. But even though, and it was Jalen Hurts' first full year starting too last year, and I expect Jalen Hurts to improve on that, especially the way they invested around him. I just got a couple more guys that I feel more confident in drafting as my first QB than Trey Lance this year for redraft. I'm trying to. I mean, Trey Lance is a motherfucking is a ceiling play for sure. He damn sure ain't no floor pay, 100%. You know what I mean? But if I can go get somebody ahead of him and doubling back, and if he do hit, that way I can go trade the QB that I drafted before him too, though. You know what I mean? So, yeah, definitely. I just don't feel comfortable taking him as my number 1 quarterback.
Well, I got Jameis Winston at number 12, fresh out the ACL injury. Came back, they already threw him. He was about 5 for 5, 4 for 5 or something. But, I think last year when Jameis came in, it was him and Taysom. Taysom kind of got banged up. He came in. And it was him just showing that he belongs. And, he didn't last many games. He played about 8 games. But he showed flashes. He had a 39-point game his first game against Green Bay. Then he came with a 40 pop towards the end. In between there, it was a lot of 10s, 13s, and 15s. I think they take the training wheels off this year. You put Michael Thomas coming back. We don't know how healthy he is. You add in my boy Big Play Olave that I mess with. Or what my boys say, okay. Olave when you call me Big Papa. That's what they'll be texting. But anyway, Big Play Olave. Kamara back for another year, avoiding the suspension. I think Jameis could he got nothing to lose. So, he's only a year, 2 years removed from that crazy 2020 season, or whatever season that was, where he was just league winning. Some people throwing him in at the end. So, it's real easy for me to throw Jameis Winston in there in that number 12. And again, these quarterbacks we're talking about, if you got somebody like a Trey Lance and a Winston, that might be cool just to have. Or Rodgers is going late, get you a Winston as well. I'm rocking with Winston at number 12.
I ain't mad at that.
Surprised you might got him higher, right?
No, I don't got Winston even in my 12.
Okay, you don't got him in your 12.
Yeah, but it's somebody I seen you didn't have in your 12 that I'm highly surprised of. I hope that was an error.
Well, is it this one right here who you got at number 11?
No.
Okay, well, let's talk about 11 first then. AR-12 is your 11.
Yeah, I don't know how he getting disrespected, bro. You know what I mean? 531 pass attempts, which was 12. 4,115 yards, which was 10th in the league. 37 TDs, 4th in the league. Deep ball attempts, 69, which was 11. Completion percentage was 39.1, which was 16th in the league. Red zone attempts, 116, 3rd in the league. Red zone completion, 58.6, 13th in the league. And pass plays per game, 34.8. The pass plays per game ain't going to drop off. The attempts ain't going to drop off. The yards still going to be there. The TD's going to be there, bro, because it's going to it's going to be spread out. Everything that A-Rod did last year is damn near going to be the same. He going to be forced to do the same because they're going to rely heavily on him distributing the ball to multiple receivers. You know what I mean? And there's no way with him losing Devontae 100%. I understand that. You know what I mean? I don't think that his production is going to drop off dramatically to where he's not a top 12 quarterback this year.
I mean, it's probably a shocker. I don't have him in my top 12, but that's just because I think some other people are going to make a play. He could easily be top 5, but I'm going with I haven't seen him play with these receivers. Now, I know they're going to put Aaron Jones a lot more on the field with A.J. Dillon, kind of that dual threat. You don't know if they're passing, if they're running.
Yeah.
They do got some nice little rookies. They got some, even Christian Watson from last year come back. I think this is second year. He might be primed and ready. I don't believe in the Sammys. It's just a lot of unknowns right now. Even Tanyan coming back off an injury. And, I could kind of see Aaron Rodgers getting frustrated. Like, he demands perfection. He doesn't care what you are. They still got Amari Rodgers from last year who we yet to see that Rodgers didn't really like. And it's just a lot of unknown for me. I can't get with A-Rod this year. Now, I shout out to the SBI League. I won it with A-Rod last year in the Superflex. He was my main quarterback. And I wouldn't doubt if he's up there. But I'd rather take a chance on some of these guys that I think have a lot more upside, like a Winston. And the fact that they don't have receivers like that and they're always in play to do something, I see them just trying to get to those playoffs, and that division ain't too bad. The Saints aren't what they were. Minnesota's always kills themselves. So I feel like if anybody feel they can skate to winning the division, it's kind of Green Bay.
Yeah.
So I can't fuck with him.
I hear you. No, I think, the division didn't get better besides the Vikes. You know what I mean? Bears is going to be the Bears. The Lions is going to be the Lions, even though I do like a lot of weapons on the Lions offense to be fantasy relevant. But I think that the Packers going to run away with the division, and he going to do what he's been doing for the last 4 years, for sure. Putting up top 5 quarterback numbers easily. And he's a steal at where he's going right now. And I got him as my 11th ranked quarterback for him to be my number 1 quarterback and to fill out my whole roster. Fuck yeah. And shout out to the Oak Park Brewery. This is what I'm having right now. Usually I'm on track 7, but someone was telling me to grab one of these joints. So yeah, shout out to the Oak Park Brewery. They ain't nothing but 5 minutes away, right down the block. 100%.
Shit, man. How that night taste?
Oh yeah, that shit. That's that A1 right there.
That
man.
shit tastes good all the way through.
I remember when the world went crazy. Oh my mama, boy.
Face rocker.
My
number 11 is Matthew Stafford. I mean, Super Bowl champ. Will he have to? I think they won't make him do as much as he did last year. I feel like they just had to go all out and all game. Let's keep the foot on their necks and for the ultimate goal, which is what they got, is the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
This year going into a little banged up with the elbow. We do know or we don't know what's bothering him. I think the way the Rams are is they are that high-powered passing offense for the most part. You know what I'm saying? It's not really, can we beat you one different way. They just want to be like a well-oiled machine. So I don't see them letting off too much, but they might be in a little cruise control enough. You got the edge of people gunning for you, but you really kind of know where you are, right? We are the champs. We have this mindset that you need in an organization. You add in A-Rob, you add in young McCutcheon, more mature now. You add in what's the name who is injured right now. Van Jefferson, still doing what he do. I think the Rams still got the same recipe that they had, and it's going to be to get big plays and get little plays and turn them into big chunks, and they'll be pretty easy for Stafford to get 20 every week. Now, is that a top 12 quarterback? Yeah, because if you're averaging 20, that means you got a lot of 25s, 24s, 26s.
Definitely.
Last year he had some 40s and 30s. I feel like it'll be more steady, like 20 to 24 this year, and you could just bank on him to get that.
That's a good range for him to be, what you say, your 11th rank? And for him to be putting up a consistent 20 to 24 points, you know what I mean? That's all you want out of your quarterback, especially if you're taking him as the 11th ranked quarterback. That means everywhere else you're fucking stacked, bro. You 4 wide receivers, 5 running backs, 5 receivers, 4 running backs, 2 tight ends, you know what I mean? Or 2 quarterbacks, however you want to do it, bro. This standard 12-team redraft single quarterback rankings, 15-man roster, 16-man roster, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I ain't mad at that. Ooh, excuse me.
Let's jump to 10.
I got
You
Hurts.
got Jalen Hurts. I got Lamar Jackson. I would say me having Jackson at 10 and you having Hurts at 10 is a shocker to a lot of people that probably got him ranked a lot higher. Can you say why you got Hurts ranked so low?
Just based on that, I don't know if he's gonna be able to add to his passing yardage. He had 3,100 yards last year. You know what I mean? Only threw for 432 times, and he had they ran 29.1 pass plays per game, which was 29th in the league. So that shows that it's a run-heavy offense. Yeah, we know he hit for 140 carries, 782 yards, which was damn near 810 TDs. I said that a couple of minutes ago. That's going to stay the same for sure because, especially with the weapons that they have on the outside to where you're not going to be able to load the box. You are going to have to spy somebody to where that's going to take somebody out of coverage. But yet, they probably was doing that all last year once he started to cook. So, you know what I mean? That, to me, that's not going to drop off. Is the passing game going to improve to where he's going to be somewhere into the 3,500, close to 4,000 on top of the 700 to 800 yards rushing, which will give him damn near close to a 5,000-yard season. And with him only being his second year at the helm, he damn near could put up that season. I just don't see a 5,000 total combined season for him. That's why I got him where I got him at, because the people above him, I think, have a whole lot more chance to get to 5,000 yards.
Man, Lamar Jackson. I mean, I got Hurts ranked higher, so I definitely can't agree with it being at 10. I can give my reasons when we get there. Lamar at 10 is kind of what it shocked me. I mean, it will be improving from last year. He was the number 15 ranked quarterback last year, Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
with 4 games missed.
With 4 games missed, being a number 10 quarterback to me is an upgrade from 15. It's not what it was some years ago, but the same thing goes for me going into last year. I told everybody, I remember, I didn't like Lamar Jackson going into last year because of how high you had to get him. When people ate off him the most was the first year he exploded because you got him in the late rounds. So he was worth the value. The same thing I feel this year. There's 9 other quarterbacks, obviously, because I got him ranked 10, that I would rather have than Lamar Jackson. And more of a reason is because they lost somebody like Hollywood Brown, who got that deep pass ability. I mean, Bateman could go for the deep ball and more on like the one-on-one side, out-jump you, big body, use it. I could see that, but he's not like the speed with Hollywood where Lamar can just flick that ball and let it fly. I mean, he still got Andrews. I like how they brought in Likely. I see a lot of tight end, 2 tight end sets that they're going to be running, 12 personnel. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of nice things that Harbaugh's going to cook up for sure. I like that part of it. I mean, you could trust Lamar to do what he do, but I look at those games that are ugly ones last year. He'll have a 17 and a 39, 21, 24, 46, then 13, 14, 13. And for me, that comes from a quarterback who runs that maybe not be getting the yards on the ground that game, or he's having a bad passing game, and maybe he's forcing it with the run a little bit. It's just so many factors that have to go right for him to produce. If he has a knick-knack, a foot in, whatever, it doesn't even, whatever injury it can be, a non-mobile quarterback is somebody you can protect a little more with injuries. Lamar won't, so it's just too many factors for me. I can't really invest high, and out of respect for what I like him as a player and his ability, I got him at 10, but it don't go further than that. I know you ain't feeling that.
I mean, you basically ain't drafting Lamar.
I'm not drafting Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. I ain't mad at that. I mean, I can get into the reason why I got him so high, or I can wait. You know what I mean?
We'll wait. Come on. Let's keep it pushing.
100%.
We'll go to QB 9.
Number 9.
You got Kyler. Mm-hmm. That might be another surprise for everybody. Tell us why you got Kyler back there.
Well, I think that's pretty good. For him not to, he came close. I think it was in 2020 to 5,000 yard combined season where he had about 700 yards, 800 yards. But last year, 481 pass attempts, which was 19th in the league, 3,787 yards, 14th in the league, 24 TDs, 12th in the league, deep ball attempts, 72, which was 18th in the league, deep ball completion percentage, 50%, which was first in the league. Red zone attempts, 76, 13th in the league. Red zone completion percentage, 52.6, 24th in the league. And pass plays per game, 32.6. Oh, yeah, nah. And then the carries, 88, which was fourth, 423 yards, fourth. 5 rushing TDs, that was fourth. Yeah, nah, Kyler can get there, but last year, 4,200 yards, you know what I mean? So the people above him had, well, my 6 didn't have more yards than him, you know what I mean? It was a little off year for him, but I like the situation that he's in better. But yeah, you know, Kyler, he, you know, like what I say, 4,200 yards, you know, he wasn't that off. TDs was down last year, you know what I mean? Only 27 combined TDs. That's not Kyler like. So hopefully he do bounce back. You know what I mean? That's why I don't got him a little higher. But yeah, I'm fucking with Kyler.
So I think 9. I mean, last year he was number 10. He was the number 10th ranked quarterback.
And missed 2 games.
Or
was it 2 games?
He played 14 games.
So he missed 3 games.
He missed 3 games.
And I drafted Kyler last year, so I got a little bit of, like my dog, shout out to my dog Bogey. What did he say? He say, recency bias. I got a little bit of recency bias against Kyler right now, too. I ain't gonna lie.
This is why I got Kyler ranked higher than you. I feel like he's safe. He's safer than Lamar because he can throw a little better.
I agree.
Maybe has more weapons. Maybe with D-Hop there, too. I mean, he's steady. You said it, the yards.
3,700, almost 3,800.
481 last year. He averages on his 3 years about 550 yards rushing. 11 TDs the year before, which was when he was ranked number 3. Obviously, James Conner became a red zone hog, so his TDs went down to 5. Even at him only having 5 TDs, he missed 2 games. You throw in those 2 games, you throw in, you know, he kind of fell off a little bit when D-Hop went down last year. He was ranked at like the 16th quarterback for some weeks when D-Hop didn't play. He was banged up. But you go into this year and they go into the season and they know D-Hop is out instead of it happening in the middle of the year. That's why I think he's safer to finish higher than 10. They bring in Hollywood Brown, obviously another deep threat, way more of a deep threat than Rondale Moore. You still got another year with Rondale Moore. We know how they like to use him. Still got Connor coming back. You add the rookie tight end McBride. You know, still got Zach Ertz. Still got AJ Green. I think they'll be fine without D-Hop, and it'll add an element. So do I think he improves off the number 10 quarterback? Yeah. He improves to where I got him at, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. I got Dak at 9. Cooper's gone. I don't like that part where there's going to be a lot more attention on CeeDee Lamb, and CeeDee Lamb was more of a big threat ability to me than Cooper was. Big playability, but I love Tolbert. You know what I mean? Obviously, James Washington got hurt, but Gallup will be back sooner or later. You still got Schultz. They even got the young boy Ferguson that they brought in on the tight end. You know, hungry Schultz playing. They're saying they're going to use Pollard a lot more in the passing game, and we definitely want to see that. We want to see more screens and the running backs getting involved because, they got to capitalize and make mismatches somewhere, right? I mean, Dak is Dak. This is a year removed from him playing from being injured. Last year he came back, and he still had a good year.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
I mean, 9 might not be good enough for Dak. You got him ranked higher, don't you?
I think one spot ahead of you, 8.
One spot ahead of you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's put the 8 on there. What you think about Dak right there?
Man, 596 attempts, which was 9th in the league. 4,449 yards, which was 7th in the league. 37 TDs, which was 4th. Deep ball attempts, 76, which was 7th in the league. Deep ball completion percentage, which was 42.1, which was 11th. He was damn near top 10. Red zone attempts, 102, which was 7. His red zone completion percentage, which was 63.7, second in the league. Boy, Dak wasn't playing last year. Pass plays per game, 38.2. So, them type of corner, and that was 4th in the league. So, them type of quarterbacks that's throwing 35 times per game, you want them, without a doubt. I'm fucking with Dak this year, man, 100%. It's a lot more on his shoulders with Gallup. We don't know when Gallup coming back. No Cooper. You spoke about Cooper. So yeah, he gonna be forced to put it on his shoulders. If he stay healthy like the year, the 2020 season, even though the defense was boo-boo and he was forced to throw a lot and had to come back a whole lot, it shows that Dak can put it on his shoulders and be a top 5 fantasy quarterback for sure, bro. So yeah, I got him at 8. Yeah, I take Dak as my number 1 quarterback and be comfortable with it.
So we both love Dak, but now you're going to laugh at me because I got Carr at number 8. They finally got him some wide receiver help.
Yeah.
He been making it do with Waller.
Waller just got paid. That's why Waller ain't been at practice, because Waller ain't got paid. He just got paid yesterday or today.
He made it do with Waller. Renfro did his thing. They wanted AB to be that one. We could finally see with Carr. There's no more excuses for people saying they love Carr and he's a good quarterback, but he don't have help.
Yeah.
They got some running back depth with the rookie Zamir White, and they're going to run Jacobs into the ground. The run game is going to be there.
Yeah.
Passing game, Devontae Adams, Rogue. Shout out to EPA, East Palo Alto. Come on. It's Carr season right now, and I don't even like the Raiders. Last year he had 4,800 yards.
Yeah.
Other than that, he gets over 4,000 3 years in a row, but before that it was all in the 3,000s because he never had any help.
Yeah.
The Raiders are in one of the toughest divisions, adding Russell Wilson with the Broncos. They cannot play conservative. Guess why? The last time they had a good record, they played conservative, and they gave it up. They was like 6-1, 5-2 or something, and gave it up. They was too conservative. They in a high-powered division.
Yeah.
Herbert, Russ, Mahomes.
You got to go for it.
They got to let them go. Let's get busy. Let's turn it up in Vegas. They got some big games this year, and not too bad of a schedule. Man, I sign me up for Carr, man.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that at all. Because I could definitely see Carr sneaking into a top, being a top 12 quarterback this year, for sure. I wasn't gutsy enough to put him in my top 12 rankings, but I definitely can see, that he does have a path of being a top 12 quarterback. You got him at 8. It's easily he can do. He 4,800 yards last year, 4,700 yards. 4,800 yards last year. So if the TDs can come up, which definitely they can, 4,500 yards and 35 TDs, 36 TDs. Dak just threw for 37 TDs, and that was 4th in the league. So yeah, definitely. If Carr can get them TDs up, and do what he do last year, it's a wrap. And adding Rogues, to what they got already, and the offense, that they bring in. You're bringing in Josh McDaniels. It's time to go, bruh. Yeah, I ain't mad at that, bruh. That's a bold pick. That's what we got to be. But see, that's another motherfucker that you added into your 12 that took another motherfucker out, and I'm so surprised that, bruh, not there, dog.
man.
Everything.
Let's go to the next one then. We getting there. Number 7, we both got Brady.
We both got Brady. 719 attempts. First in the league. 5,316 yards. First in the league. 43 TDs. First in the league. Deep ball attempts. 87. First in the league. Deep ball completion percentage. 40.1. 13th in the league. Red zone attempts. 129. First in the league. Red zone completion percentage. 62.0, which was You can't mute that.
I didn't. I might have did it on accident. Wood said he couldn't hear nothing.
Yeah, that's because you pressed that button.
So they couldn't hear nothing for a second for neither one of us.
Yeah.
We talking about Russell Wilson, y'all. Y'all might have missed it in case the sound went out for a second.
The title is fucked up too.
In case y'all heard it for a second, but we was talking about Russell Wilson, and basically what JD is saying is, I mean, he's had 27 pass attempts. That's what you said, about 27 pass attempts that he's averaged over the last how many years?
Nah, well, so passes they averaged 27.6 pass plays per game last year. He missed like about 5 games last year, so they had to run with Geno Smith. But yet, you know, it was a run first offense last year. But my thing is that Huss was telling me, or he broke it down on the show that we was on, that Russell Wilson has been a top 10 quarterback damn near his whole career, only except for like 3 seasons. So, and one of them happened to be last year. Look at the situation that, you know, it was a boo-boo team that the Seahawks was last year. You know what I mean? And for him to be in the situation that he is in now, and for previous years to have the resume that he has on wax already, situation, resume equals top 6 quarterback that I'm projecting Russ to be.
I mean, I could get with it. I think it's a possibility that he goes crazy, and I think it's also a possibility that when I just said that what was the team that I just said that they couldn't wait? They got to get after it. Carr. Right. When I say Carr, they have to let it go in that division. I think the opposite of the Broncos. I don't think the Broncos want to get in a shootout with nobody. They want to use Russ to let them respect the game and use their weapons to be able to be a threat in both ways, running the ball and throwing the ball. Does that open it up for Russ? Hell yeah, it opens it up for Russ. Opens it up for them receivers, but it also opens it up for them to be balanced. I think they're going to have a lot of tough games, and will they be able to get in shootouts with other teams? Hell yeah. But I just think just having that possibility that they do run the ball, which is why they kept a Melvin Gordon, which is why they obviously have Javonte and they invested in him. I think it's too much of a possibility for them to be a balanced team compared to them just letting Russ do more than he. Now, will he pass it more than 27 times a game? Hell yeah. He going to pass way more than that, especially in that division.
Volume is king.
Volume is king, but I don't got him in the top 12.
I definitely got him.
And he's going as like the 5th quarterback or less sometimes.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a reach. You know what I mean? But I think, you know, I got him at 6, so, you know, motherfuckers, they kind of see that, you know, and that's based on what having Sutton and fucking Judy and KJ Hamler and Albert O and the line that they got and the run game that they got, motivated Russ, that we have seen Russ, on, like I said, on wax. His resume is a top 10 quarterback. No matter what, he's on the field, 16 games. He's doing it, bro. 100%. Give it to me.
I'm sorry if y'all just tuning in and we've had technical difficulties, but we on top. We're now at the top 5. Let's talk about the top 5. I got Jalen Hurts, and you got him way back there in 10. And I see you got Lamar Jackson up here at 6.
No, I got Lamar Jackson
at 5.
Yes,
you got
sir.
Lamar up here at 5, and I got him back there at about 10. I got Hurts up here, and you got him back there with Hurts. Number 6 quarterback last year, and he didn't even play that well. He played great for improving what he did, but he got injured late in the year. Mm-hmm. So his rushing yards went from about almost 60, 59, 60, down to about 25, 30. So his fantasy went down. If he would have kept going and didn't get injured and slowed down, he would have probably been top 4 or 5, even though he finished 6th. This year, I think he has the same potential to easily finish one spot higher, which is number 5, and possibly be a top 3 quarterback this year, adding A.J. Brown, letting Goddard get the whole field by himself. You know, Gainwell with another experienced year in case Miles Sanders can't. They still kept Boston Scott. They brought in a rookie. You know, the depth is always going to be there for that. We know. It's supposed to be a little different of an offense this year. We'll see. See if they air it out more. I can't imagine why they get somebody like A.J. Brown and not air it out more. Plus, you got Devontae, which is more of the air out guy, and now they got A.J., which is the yak guy, the Debo type guy that can take it and get loose and do his damage. So it's set up for Jalen Hurts to do exactly what he has done and more.
I ain't mad at that. I mean, the path is there, Brad. Like I said, it's just asking a lot for him to try and get over that 3,500 yards passing, 3,800, close to 4,000. You know, that 4,000 passing, which would be damn near a floor. Excuse me. Pardon me, y'all. That's that Oak Park Brewery. 4,000 passing yards to be the ceiling, and for him to do what he did rushing at the 780, which will give him almost 4,800 yards, and which that would damn near be what Lamar Jackson did in 2019 to get him that MVP run, 100%. That's what Jalen Hurts would need to do to get up in that top 5 or push up into that top 3 quarterback range, is what Lamar Jackson did in 2019, and then the TD to INT ratio. You know, Jalen Hurts only threw 16 TDs, and I think he threw 9 or 10 interceptions. You know what I mean? So we need that, you know, the accuracy and, you know, all that need to come all up, you know, and I think that's a lot to ask for him. But they did invest into him, and they do have the offensive line to where it is a top 3 run great offensive line, to where it's just not going to be, oh, we need you to drop back and get our money's worth because we paid you, because he's still on his rookie contract, you know what I mean? So, you know, as long as they don't force the young brother to put it all on his shit because he got everything out there for him, you know, top tight end, wide receiver game is right, run game is right, defense is supposed to be a top 3 defense, top 5 defense, yeah. Now, I'm fucking with the situation. I just don't, you know, I don't expect that out of him this year, which it can happen. It definitely can. It definitely can. I just don't see it happening in this year. Maybe next year.
We're going to see. Well, look, let's have a push-up bet. I got Jalen Hurts. You got Lamar Jackson, who finished higher, since we both got him at number 5. If your shoulder, baby sit-ups or something, or we could save him for next year. You got your shoulder injury. Yeah. But, you know, a case of what you drinking? Oak Park Breweries?
Brewers. You like Trulies. We could do some Trulies.
We could do some Trulies.
I like the lemonade ones.
Okay.
I had the lemonade joint at your joint. Man, that motherfucker was fire as shit.
Let's do that. Let's talk about this. We move it along. Let's
go.
Wait,
though. So, reason why I got Lamar Jackson at 5.
Ooh, I know who you was talking about now. Go ahead.
Yeah, you see that, right? Was that by mistake or something? So the reason why I got Lamar Jackson at 5, and while I was doing my rankings, and I started doing the 4 games that he missed, and I was doing a 17-game projection. 17-game projection would have put him at 522 pass attempts, 3,842 yards passing, and 1,023 yards rushing. Even though the TD to INT ratio wouldn't have been there, but those numbers that I just read off was damn near the 2019 numbers that he had, or would have been just a little bit off of the 2019 numbers that he had. And what he did last year in 4 games was 382 pass attempts, was 29th in the league, 2,882 yards, 25th in the league, 16 pass TDs, which is 23 in the league, 23rd in the league. Deep ball attempts, 54, which was 21st in the league. Deep ball completion percentage, 37%, which was 20th. Red zone attempts, 50, which was 24th in the league. Red zone completion percentage, which was 58%, 14th in the league. And 35 pass plays per game they ran was 35.6, which was 7th in the league. Then 133 carries, 767 yards, and 2 TDs on the ground. So, and he missed 4 games. So he was damn near on the 2019 season with the 4 games that he missed last year, bro. And the only person they lost was Hollywood. 3 running backs gone last year. No running back. You had fucking the boy from Atlanta. I can't even think of Freeman. You had Freeman back there being fantasy relevant. You know what I mean? It was just a whole bunch of musical chairs last year, and they was still the number 1 seed until that boy went out last year. Man, give me MVP on wax right there, coming in playing 17 games, doing what he do. Easy money. And the bet was Lamar over
Hurts. Who's better?
Who has a better season?
Yep.
And then so
Fantasy
we always
season.
have these little bets. He always say I don't beat him in bets. But last year we had a bet in one of our dynasty leagues that was federal, bro. I bet the boy that AB would outscore Godwin last year, bro. That's how confident I was in AB last year, and AB melted down on me on everything. But when I be strong about, when I had that feeling, I be having that feeling. What you looking for, the lighter?
Yeah.
It's right here by your water.
You get your guys when you want to get your guys.
100%, bro.
That's for sure.
So we in this top 5, man. We done broke it down, bro.
All right, so look. The guy that you said I don't have in my top 12
Break it down,
is
bro.
Joe Burrow.
Woo!
Tell me why you got him in the top 4, because he's going as a top 5 quarterback in fantasy drafts right now.
So what the hell is the boy 520 attempts, and that's the cold thing. Lamar Jackson, if he would have played all 17 games, he would have had the same amount of pass attempts that Joe Burrow had. 100%. Joe Burrow, 520 pass attempts, 15th in the league. 4,600 yards, 6th in the league. 4,611, 6th in the league. 34 TDs, 8th in the league. 60 deep ball attempts, 65, which was 12th in the league. Deep ball completion percentage, 43.1, which was 8th in the league. Red zone attempts, 60 of them, which was 17th in the league. His red zone completion percentage, and we all know that Joe Burrow was one of the most accurate quarterbacks there was last year. I should have put his motherfucking passing completion percentage. I could have swore it was about 67, but his red zone completion percentage was 63.3, which was 3rd in the league, and they ran 32.7 pass plays per game, which was 17th in the league. There's no way that if he don't play all 17 games, that he don't duplicate or improve on every category that I just read to you.
So
with them improving on the offensive line.
What was the last one you said? You said something about their ranking in one of the last few stats you said.
The pass plays per game?
Yeah.
They ran 32.7 pass plays per game, which was 17th in the league.
And you said one more before that.
And then and with the 32.7 pass plays per game, they supported almost 3 1,000-yard receivers. Red zone completion percentage was 63.3, which was 3rd in the league for him. And then the deep ball completion percentage?
Nah, I'm going to add one in there.
Go ahead.
Their offense was like the 25th slowest in the league.
Okay.
They control the game. They don't run a lot of plays. Burrow going to work. 4,600 yards on that many attempts. Efficient. Chase. Monster.
1,400 yards.
Higgins.
1,100
monster.
yards. Boyd, 900 yards.
They talking about using Mixon more on the 3rd down so he can get into space a little more.
400 yards receiving last year.
He finished as the number 7 quarterback this year. At best, he finishes at 7, and at worst, he's 12 to 13, and that's why I don't have him in my top 12.
Fuck no.
And that's because of who I have ahead of him. Offenses that, for one, let's not forget the division they in. Smash mouth defensive. I mean, they put up points when they play each other. Let's not say that the Bengals wasn't doing damage, but their aspirations, we know where they're at. It's on Joe Burrow being healthy because he has been banged up since he's gotten to the league. Coming in,
that's why they invested in that offensive line.
Right? I feel you. But also, we know we can let him throw 40, 50 times a game, but they know what works. That young defense got a little better. That run game is clicking. We got the receivers to do what we want.
Yeah.
That 4,600 yards he had, I see him middling around that 4,600 again, 45. And if I say the receivers, all the quarterbacks that I got that's up and coming that I think are gonna be moving to the top 10, like a Trey Lance and a Hurts. I mean, he was 6 last year, but you get what I'm saying. These young guns, man, Burrow, he don't need to throw it all that times. They're Super Bowl or bust now. They need to get back. That's in their mind. We beat the Chiefs. Super Bowl or bust for us. We got to get back. It was too close.
Yeah.
Come on.
I ain't mad at that take, but not to have him in my. I can't.
And in my top 12. And you got to pay a high draft pick for him, a round for him, because he's the 4th quarterback going off the board. Hell nah.
No, you definitely gonna have
Give
to
me
pay.
Hurts and Lance in them. I don't got Joe Burrow in my top 12.
You definitely gonna have to pay a premium for him, but you're able to get him in a T. Higgins stack, and I got T. Higgins as my 12th ranked receiver, so I would love to have a Joe Burrow and a T. Higgins stack in a redraft right now, 100%.
That's why I don't got him there, but I got Kyler there though.
You got Kyler at 4?
I got Kyler at 4.
Okay.
That's because what we talked about. We talked about somebody who 4,600 yards, about passing yards, 47 around there. That's kind of where he averages out. But his rushing ability is going to be there. We know what he's going to do with his feet.
He hit for 47 last year.
But we only need him to get those little chip away rushing yards. If my quarterback can give me 4 to 5 points off his rushing, 3 to 5 points, I'll take that. You know what I mean? The TDs ain't going to be there because they got a Connor still, and they brought in the young boy Ingram and, Enoy Benjamin's, he could do something, take care of Edmonds gone. So we know the reason they didn't use Kyler in the red zone is because of his health. The year before, I remember fantasy-wise, I had him. He broke down because he got hurt towards the end of the year. Same thing, tough division. They need to win all their games. I look at them as putting the pedal to the metal and letting Kyler rip. And, again, they going into the season knowing they don't got D-Hop, so they're prepared for that. And I just see them getting better and better as the season goes on when it starts. And Kyler, you could lock him in. Now, am I grabbing him early? Probably not. I did trade for him in the Superflex League. It was because of how confident I am in what he can do. But, again, lock him in for that top 4 finish for me.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. He definitely can do that because he has had a 4,800 yard combined season where he threw for 4,000 and ran for like 700, something like that. I don't know the exact numbers, but I want to say that was the 2020 season on everything. So he does have the capability of doing that. I just. Like I said about him, I got recency bias against him right now, bruh. I'm staying away from him, but he does have that path, and I wouldn't be surprised if he do it, bro. I just, I got to stay away from him because the people that I have ahead of him, I'm for sure that they're going to get me what I got them projected to do. I've seen it time and time again, you know what I mean? And for me to go ahead and either wait on a Rodgers or a Dak or a Hurts, which ain't going where Kyler is going. I would rather have Hurts over Kyler. You know what I mean? I would rather have Brady or Russ over Kyler, which is going later. You know what I mean? So give me Rodgers, give me Dak, give me Hurts, Brady and Russ over Kyler, and Lamar and Joe Burrow.
Well, let's jump into number 3 then, Mahomes. Both got him there.
We got him there. There's no way that you can't have him as your top 3. You know what I mean? Everything is going to be there. The pass attempt, 658. That was 3rd in the league. You know what I mean? The passing yards, 4,800, 4th in the league. Passing TDs, 37, which was 4th in the league. The deep ball attempts, 79, which was 4th in the league. Deep ball completion percentage, 36.7, which was 21st in the league. Excuse me. Red zone attempts, 109, which was 6th in the league. Red zone completion percentage, 59.6, which was 11th in the league. Pass plays per game, 39.9, which was 2nd in the league. You know what I mean? He passing almost 40 times a game, bro. So, they kind of running backs is, lightweight obsolete. You know what I mean? Because he throwing 40 times a game, and then you got 3 running backs that's going to touch the ball 10 times a game or 20 times a game. You know what I mean? So they running backs, you know what I mean? You really ain't that's not what you really drafting. You trying to draft a piece of that passing game. And ain't none of that I just read you off. I'm 100% stand that ain't gonna drop off with the Tyreek Hill departure.
Nah, they got weapons. They gonna make it happen regardless. 100%. As long as you got Andy Reid, you got Mahomes, you got Kelsey, you got a recipe for success. 100%. I can't argue with Mahomes. I mean, we really can't argue with the next picks. I mean, we got Herbert at 2. We both got Herbert, and we got Josh Allen. I don't think it's no argument, but I do think that Josh Allen and Herbert are more of a lock to finish in the top 3 than Mahomes is.
In the top 3?
Herbert and Josh Allen are more likely 100% chance that they finish in the top 3, and I'm saying 1 and 2. I'm saying Mahomes has a less chance than them to me. Mahomes could be 5 or 6 on some slick shit because some of these other quarterbacks, and it could be chemistry with the receivers. Yeah, they got the deep balls. Yeah, they got Skyler. Yeah, they got the other rookie. They got weapons. You know,
out of your 12, who do you think can take Mahomes out of being the top 3 quarterback? Out of your 12.
Hurts. And Mahomes could be 4.
There's nobody on my list.
Because of the rushing.
There's nobody on my list.
Bro, did you see what the Bengals and everybody in the playoffs last year, they kind of been figuring it out with Mahomes, bro.
That's the playoffs.
The run game ain't been there.
The run game, they don't need to. We've seen time and time again that they don't rely on. They never have relied on the run game.
Hey, they might be the second best team in their division.
I don't care. He's still, bro. There's nobody on my top 12 that I see has a path to be a top 3 quarterback.
I just said Hurts. But I want to talk about quick.
What Brady did last year, 5,300 and 43. Other than that, there's nobody on wax that has done it. There's nobody that's going to I don't know, bro.
Mahomes finished what last year? Mahomes finished what last year?
I don't know what he finished last year. The only one I see that can do it is fucking Brady. Maybe Joe Burrow.
Hey, Mahomes was number 4 the last 2 years.
Wow. And so you got Allen and Herbert last year.
Are guaranteed number 1 and 2 to me.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, Herbert is self-explanatory. I mean, only Brady and Josh Allen posted as many top 5 performances as they did last year. And I seen that when I was checking out. Shout out to Fantasy Pros. I love their articles over there sometimes. Check those out.
Yeah,
that's one of the things they pointed out. But nine 300-yard games, like, come on. Like, Herbert is going to do it for sure.
9 300-yard games?
9 300-yard games.
You said that's what Hurts had?
Herbert.
Oh, yeah.
Same definitely. Weapons, better defense.
5,000-yard season, 38 TDs, D-ball completion percentage, 43.7, 5th in the league. You know what I mean? Red zone attempts, 112, 5th in the league. Red zone completion percentage, 57.1, 16th in the league. And then the pass plays per game, 35.9, which was 6th in the league. You know, that's upper echelon that they throwing the ball. You know what I mean? So that's the quarterback that you targeting. It's just where you willing to pay the price for your top 3 quarterbacks. You know, 4th, 5th round. Is you taking somebody in the 3rd, you know what I mean? That if you think he gonna throw for 50 TDs, had that Peyton Manning or that fucking Tom Brady season, them 50 plus TDs. We ain't seen that in a minute. You know what I mean? Brady had 43 last year, 5,000. Wow, he almost hit the 50 TDs.
So he might could be up there if he, you know, if. But I mean, Herbert and Josh Allen. I will say this about Josh Allen. The way they came out in preseason and just wanted to fire that mob. Like, man, Josh Allen he's a lock for the number 1 quarterback.
And, in his rushing category, 763 yards, which was 3rd in the league. 6 rushing TDs, 3rd in the league. 122 carries, 3rd in the league. You know, the Stallion is going to run. That shout out to Bogey again, man. You know, he the one they call him the Stallion. That's the reason why he call him the Stallion. You know, he's 6'5" out there getting almost 1,000 on the ground. You know what I mean? On top of having 4,400 yards. You know what I mean? Throwing the ball 645 times. Damn, 36 TDs. Josh Allen, if Josh Allen he break that 45 TDs throwing and get close to that 5,000, well, boy, that's the motherfucker that's gonna have that Peyton Manning Tom Brady season out of everybody on this list. Cause Herbert can't do it rushing. Herbert ain't gonna do it rushing.
It's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy. Nah, man, look, it's fantasy season, man. We had drafts this last week. We got some this week. We got the live draft this week. Next week, the league start.
We got a draft tomorrow.
Hey, it's down to the nitty-grittiest time. You know, we're going to try to drop y'all some, give y'all a little 20-minute clip, give y'all some sleepers that we got, you know, give y'all some game on that.
We can try and do that.
And we can make it happen for y'all, man. We ready to get it right. You know, shout out to everybody who rock with us.
Let me get the word to the draft, y'all. I'm telling you, the production is highly there, bro. We get the okay to broadcast the draft. We gonna run that motherfucker, man. If it ain't live, it's gonna be recorded, and it's gonna, you know how we give it to y'all, but it's gonna be a whole lot better this time, man. 100%. So watch out for the draft. We doing the vlog. I hope Cuzzo makes a whole lot more appearances in the vlog. You know, I'm gonna try and we're gonna do a live podcast the day of the draft in the house, you know what I mean? Whether it be a little 10, 15-minute little podcast, but I'm taking all the equipment out there, you know, just to try and introduce y'all to the members of the AOB league, you know, the infamous league, to where we, you know, the list, Cuzzo can vouch for it. The list is long. You know what I mean? You can look in some of the comments on some of our shit, man, how we get into the league. This league is very exclusive, man, and, you know, you don't get to where you have 12 individuals that could just pop up on this certain weekend and get together and draft. You know what I mean? This shit is harder than a motherfucker to put together, but yet this is our 7th year doing it, bruh. And this shit is getting bigger and better for us every year that we doing it. And the production on trying to show y'all how we do it is trying to get bigger and better, bruh. So watch out for the draft content coming up. Watch out for the vlog coming up, and then our in-season content. Cuzzo said, man, we going to try and get y'all one episode a week, if not a little bit more. You know what I mean? 100%.
We rocking out, man. Ellis Greens in your lungs, man.
100%.
Nah, man, Hard to Start community, man. We love y'all, man. It's
Hard to Start boys, man.
It's always a pleasure to bring y'all this shit, and we gonna keep rocking, man, for real. Hard to Start Fantasy Podcast, man. We out.